You can let him cheat from time to time because I was strong about it. I ain't giving you that, man. Because I watched him do that to my great grandfather. When they would call my dad and tell my dad, great grandfather ain't taking his meds. Now I was too young to figure out what kind of meds he was on. But I remember he took me over there with him. And my great-grandfather used to call my dad Junie. Junie. And he says, Junie, he could have called him Junior, but I thought it was Junie. I know my father, he was called, a lot of them called him Junior, but I think he ships it up, he switched it up to Junie, something like that. And, because I'm the fourth. I carry my father's name, and I'm the fourth, and my father's the third. My father's father is the second, and of course, my father's grandfather was the first, with the name. So I'm 16, the fourth, and my father was the third. So we're talking about the first, interacting with the first. And I was young enough to interact with the first, I met him. He was my great-grandfather, And I remember we were over there, and he said, you gotta take your meds. And he said, man, I'm not taking that shit, man. He just flat out said he ain't taking that shit, man. And, my father said, well, look, you gotta take it, man. He said, I ain't gonna take it. He said, well, listen. My father said, listen, here's what I'll do. I'm gonna pour you a shot of that, whatever he was drinking, brandy, because he wasn't allowed to have that shit. And whiskey or some shit. And he said, you will. He said, yeah, I'll pour you a bit, I'll slide you some of that shit, man. But you gotta take the meds. And my grandfather, I never forget it, he took the meds, and, he was waiting on his brandy. Where my stuff at? And my father said, I can't give you that. And he said, he said to my father, he said, I knew you was going to do that. He had to lie to him. But, when you get in these situations where you're taking care of your people, it's by any means necessary, and I did the same thing. When I got the power to try to make sure that, things is going the way they're supposed to go, I had to do the denying, My father, he denied it, man. He said, I can't eat that drink. I can't eat that drink. He said, oh, man, I knew he was going to do me like that. And I never forgot that. And it wasn't no arguing, because he was an old man at the time, but he respected my father, because my father was his grandson, But he got him to take the medicine. And he said, I can't eat that whiskey, man. It was whiskey or what? It was something. It was a drink. I don't know where he had it. Had that bottle. And my dad, had control over that liquor. Like, he had that shit locked up or something. I don't know. Why couldn't he get his own? But, yeah, he went. So I remember I had to, take those. See, I got passed down education from, being the fourth generation. So we smart. We ain't stupid. And, we kind of pass down information about how to, to deal with these motherfuckers out here, See? So, I know I shouldn't have, stuff that I have, but, I'm like my dad, I gotta get you. I'm out. Listen, I'm gonna follow the rules I'm gonna deviate some throughout the process, and that's what I do, you know. So the stuff I hate, I wasn't supposed to have that shit, man. But you know, I figured, you know, I mean, think about it for a second. Just like the doctor told me about, he said one little cheat ain't going, it ain't going, you know, shut it down. You know what I mean? It's like, you just ain't supposed to have it, but one serving is not gonna fuck you out. So, you know, every so often, you know, you can get a little cheat in, you know, and that's what I do, you know. So, you know, I had that, you know, that fish fillet, and I had that miniature meatball sandwich. You know, I'm not supposed to eat that kind of shit, man. But I ate it. And it was good. You know what I mean? It was good because, you know, I had been staying away from that stuff, you know, and I enjoy that stuff. But you know, when you get a situation going on in your life where you can't have none of that shit, it changed your whole. You're talking about the menu. Everything on the menu I can't have. And nothing on the menu, no. I mean, it's like Charlie Brown going out trick-or-treating and every house getting a rock. You know, that's how it is, you know. I can't get nothing. No, you're just going to get that rock. You know, a treat will be, that one treat every so often be good, you know, but no, you got to keep putting up with the rock. I mean, it breaks your heart. But then you got to come to your senses and say, listen. I don't know how long I'm going to be on the planet. And I just got to make some adjustments, man, so I can, you know, get through this shit, man. I have to, you know, I got to make an adjustment. I have to slip something in every now and then, you know what I mean? Now, I ain't supposed to drink that wine, I'll be honest with you. 100. Yeah, I ain't supposed to drink the wine. I used to drink the wine and shit, but I ain't supposed to drink that wine. The doctor don't want me drinking the wine.
Buck Jones. Audio.
But because this chicken George's birthday, I'm going to have me some wine. You know, and the thing about, you know, people like me is we find excuses to bring the
How about Keystone Boss? Checkmate, break.
You know what I'm saying? And I know that. You know, you want the wine.
We'll get back on Buck Jones. We'll get back on Keystone Boss.
You know, follow
Checkmate, I'm getting on down.
you from having that stuff. So now you're going to come up with this excuse that, you know, well, it's his birthday and, you know, he was hatched on the 19th of November, and, you know, I want to, on Hatch Day, I want to celebrate and have me, you know, not 1 or 2 glasses of wine. And I mean, shit, after that, I mean, you know, I should be good. I can't say whether I have another glass. I can't say. But wine don't go bad. As far as I know. I got them big bottles of wine down there, man. Gallons. And I can't drink that shit, man. Because they gave me a list. You can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do nothing. I'm like, man.
Got this doggone thing the way I want it now. Yeah. She's swinging.
Yeah, you can't do none of that shit, bro.
Oh, yeah. She swing now.
So, you know.
Swing with a sweet chariot. Coming forth to carry me home. Yeah, she's swinging.
Because, you know, I used to, for breakfast, man, I'm taking breakfast, I used to have them home. I used to make my own
Yeah, boy. And it's 200X cleaned on.
Let them cool down and peel the skin off and chop them up, put them in the frying pan, and fry them up and put some onions in them and salt and pepper and sea talking, man, look. Oh, man. Man, I had plenty of that shit, man. And you know what it's like to sit down and eat some home fries and onions? That's good eating, bro. And you know, you get some scrapple or some leg sausage with that, and you know, when I'm picking out like that, I ain't gonna eat 2 eggs. I'm gonna have 3 eggs. Because I can, you know. I don't give a fuck the eggs. I want 3 motherfucking eggs. I load up. You know what I'm saying? Coffee. You know, sit back and just, man, when I get up on that table, man, yo, I be full, man. You know, and that's a beautiful thing. But Doc said, you can't have that. I said, Doc, I can't. He said, no, you can't. I said, but then Doc said, well, you know, you can't have that shit, bro. So what I'm supposed to eat? You got to be on a high fiber diet. That's what you going to do. You doing high fiber. You ain't doing no processed, nothing, no meats, eggs, dairy products, none of that. Cheeses, you can't have none of that. No red meat. Oh, what's left? You know? The fuck? So, you know, there's a lot of salads going on around here, and you know, but you know, I mean, salads is good, man. They, you know, but I can live off of them. Fruits and stuff, fresh fruit, you know, and all that, and you know, carrots and broccoli, you know, a lot of, you know what I mean, a lot of stuff, man, but listen, man, you still gonna miss that cheesesteak. Let me tell you about it, bro. I live it every day. You gonna miss that motherfucking Larry's cheesesteak. You know, I just go to Larry's and get that big ass steak and the French fries. I think they only sell one size French fries. It was like $22 or something for that shit, man. You know, I come home and sit down and pig out, bro. Cold beer and shit, you know. Nothing like it. But you see, they don't want me having none of that. No beer, no alcohol. But goddamn. So, you know, I find myself having to cheat in order to keep my sanity. You know, because then I look at it, I say, well, look, this stuff is supposed to kill me. I said, well, now, wait a minute. Well, how long I got? Because the cheesesteak is not going to take me out overnight. I know that. But it's worsening my condition. That's what it's doing. So, you know, I said, well, if I do perfectly good, how much time I got?